Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my Back to Beauty No Buy Year. This year I'm concentrating on using my makeup and not buying it. Today I'm using my makeup to do a collaboration with a beautiful friend here on YouTube, and her name is Anya Stamper. She goes by Pink Sweets as well over on Instagram and social media, so I will have all of that information listed down below. But let me tell you a little bit about my girl Anya. She is a beautiful human being first and foremost, very caring, very loving, very encouraging in all the ways that she should be, but she's also beautiful on the outside. And when I think of Anya, I think of color. And that brings me to what we are doing today. Today, as you may have seen in the title, is a style swap. I'm going to be recreating a look of Anya's that I found very inspiring, and she's going to be doing the same thing. We do have similar taste, etc. in makeup, but I think of Anya like punched up a little bit from what I normally do. She goes bold every single time, and that's something that I it's something that is inspiring to me and keeps me knowing that whatever I put on my face, it's beautiful. And the other thing I wanted to mention about Anya is she mostly does get ready with me's. So I just love that. I love putting on one of her videos and getting ready along with her. She does very little editing in terms of cutting things out in her get ready with me's. So if you're into that, she is the one for you. And without further ado, let's get started. Can we first address the elephant on my face? I don't get them very often, and this one even survived the Skin Iceland blemish dot that I put on it last night. So since we're going to be spending some time together for a few days, I would like to call her Juanita. Moving on. So I have pulled 4 palettes here to use today, and the look that I'm going to be recreating is this one, or this one. I don't know what side it will be on, but I'm going to have Anya's beautiful face popping up throughout this video so you can see the look that I'm trying to recreate. I was very attracted to this look because I love purple and teal together. And I think I have what I need here and the 4 palettes that I've pulled. Now, one thing I'm certain that Anya didn't do, I really want a kind of a lighter purple transition type shade. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is the Gemini Matte in the BH Zodiac palette, and just kind of lay down a little bit of a base for this cool tone look. So if you're here from Anya's channel, welcome. I do all kinds of content on my channel, including get ready with me's. Is that even a word? I don't know. So yeah, I do a little bit of project panning. I do lots of on-screen makeup, which is my favorite thing to do, and lots of shenanigans in between. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so Anya looks like we've got a little winged out situation here. So I'm going to try and replicate that, and for the shade that I'm going to use, it's going to be this shade Royalty from my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. If you're from Anya's channel, I am panning this palette this year. Something possibly worth sticking around for. So I'm going to try and replicate the V that she's got going on here. And yeah, not the right type of brush. Wah, wah, wah. Well, at least I got the V on there, huh? So one thing I noticed about this look is that Anya has the dark purple come all the way into the inner corner. So we're definitely going to do the same thing. That line looks pretty stark. One thing that's different about Anya and I is that I always do my face makeup first. And so while she has that nice cut there, it's because she does her eyes first and then she goes in with a makeup wipe to wipe away any fallout and whatnot, and then she goes in with her face makeup. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I just don't seem to be able to train my brain to do that by any means. So, wow. So yeah, so that's why I do it this way. I may end up regretting that. I go in with a clean brush and try and blend this out to be a little softer. I do think we're going to have a even deeper shade of purple here. I'm trying to build this kind of one shade at a time. Part of me wishes I knew which Get Ready With Me this was from so I could go back and watch her create it, but that would be cheating, wouldn't it? I'm practically giddy today, you guys. My husband, as some of you from my channel might know, works out of state currently, and so he's gonna be home in a couple of days. And I haven't seen him, my kids and I, have not seen him since Christmas, which some people would be like, WTF, how could you ever do that? And to which I would say, you do what you gotta do. It's not easy. However, that being said, we are somewhat accustomed to this. My husband has always, on some level, traveled for work, so you know, while it certainly sucks, I'm not saying that it doesn't, we're also used to it on some level. But this has been an especially long stint this time. All right, going in with the same color, just trying to build this up a bit. Like I said, we will go in with a deeper purple because the purple that Anya used in this picture is like darker than this one. So one thing that's also a little different is that Anya does tend to, she has these gorgeous, big, beautiful green eyes, maybe? Is that what color they are, Anya? And she has the most amazing amount of mobile lid space, but she does have hooded eyes, so she does bring her shadow up a little higher, and I think it just results in the most amazing thing. And I also have hooded eyes, even though our eye shapes are different, and so I do tend to bring my lid shades up above my crease, which is something that Anya also does. So for the deeper purple, I think we're gonna go back into the Zodiac palette. I was gonna use the deep purple out of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, but it just is not a good color. So I think instead I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is the Taurus Matte. All right, so we're just gonna try and deepen this up a little bit. Hoping this will be deep enough, or we might have to use that shade from Jaclyn anyway. I think I'm gonna go back to that original light purple shade here and have a blending party. All right, I do think Anya's is a little bit more grungy of a purple than what I have going on here. I'm not for sure what to do about that. It's just the colors that I have. So let's move on. Okay, so it looks like she has a deeper turquoise toward like the center of the lid and then a lighter turquoise, insofar as I can tell. So for the deeper turquoise, I'm going to go into the Alamar Reina del Caribe palette. I'm going to use this deeper blue teal. I hate when people call teal blue. Deeper teal called Veradaro. No hable, no. Yeah, no hable español. Sorry. Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Very pretty. I feel like we should have more of that on the lid. Anya, you might be onto something with these colors. I really like them. All right. Yep, we're gonna spray it. Definitely some beautiful shimmer without, but oh goodness, definitely gonna punch it up to its full metallic potential. Why? Because that's what Anya would do. She does the most amazing colorful eyeshadow. The other thing that she did that just blew me out of the water. I mean, if I hadn't already been a huge fan of hers, I would have been even more of a fan at that point, but she did what she called Pink Miss because of her Pink Sweets handle on Instagram, etc. She did a new look every single day in December, and I know a lot of people did that. Insofar as I could tell. Thank you for your service, Alamar palette. We're done with that one. But like, she went in hard with the Pink Miss thing. I mean, she just did some absolutely amazing looks, as well as Halloween. Oh, if you didn't watch any of her Halloween looks, back to Jaclyn. Gonna go into the shade Pool Party. I'm thinking this is the closest I can get to what Anya used. Now start dry and then go in with a wet brush, as I always do. Couldn't really tell in this picture whether she did a cut crease or not, which she definitely does sometimes, but either way. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty good representation. So yeah, anyways, all the looks she did for Halloween, my Lanta, was amazing. I'm trying to think of some of my favorite ones. I loved the one that she did where she looked like a mermaid and she even like glued tiny little shells on her face, which was awesome. I just can't even. The other one that I loved, she did from Hocus Pocus, a Winifred look with the lips, how Winifred does her lips. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Now we're invoking Anya here. I think we could still get a little darker. So I'm going to try a little bit of this shade right here called Soda Pop. It's not a good shade, you guys, but I still feel like we could get a little bit darker. And also gonna tap over that darkest turquoise out here, so we're a little blended. All right, so before we go any further, I'm gonna do the lower lash line. And for that, I'm gonna start out with this deeper purple that we used in the outer corner on a flat definer brush. And then definitely looks like she has a shimmery purple on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go back into Royalty from Jaclyn over here. So for inner corner, this is a palette from Makeup Revolution called Fierce as Fire. It was a free gift with purchase. I don't think you can get it otherwise, but I'm just reaching in here for this sort of white metallic shadow because it would appear that Anya has a very bright inner corner and it does look like it's probably shimmery. So I'm really excited to see which look of mine Anya picks. Ooh, that is pretty. Wow, got a little carried away over here. So it looks like in the picture that Anya is wearing black liner on both the tight line and the waterline. So for that, I'm going to use the NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in Via Veneto. It's black. And then for lashes, I'm going to use the mascara I have open, and that is the NARS Climax. It's like a sample size. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back in better than ever. Back and ready for lips. If you're from Anya's channel, I actually can do makeup, but apparently today is not that day. All right, lippies. I'm going to use the NYX Slide On Glide On Super Long Name Lip Liner in the shade Alluring. It is pink. All right, and then for the pink that Anya has on in this picture for her lips, I think the closest I could come to was the shade Mother from Kat Von D. This is one of her Studded Kiss lipsticks. Not the exact perfect lippy, but how did I do? What do you think, Anya? How did I do? Okay, so before this video is any longer than it already is, I want to say thank you to Anya for this collaboration. I've been wanting to collaborate with her for a while and vice versa, and the stars finally aligned. And I also want to say thank you if you are here from Anya's channel and you decided to check out this channel. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave, which is something I never say. And something I always say is I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful, bold makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.